Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Penn State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Maryland Terrapins offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Grabbed in the middle, it's Manning. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's McConnell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our
turning it on! Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Might as well give it to him again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Howard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Trying play action. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Denmark. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, might as well stick with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's space, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He's looking to throw. A safe ball on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He wants it all. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got it behind the line. It's marked. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Louisiana. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room after the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Terrapins! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Martin.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgear
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Calls his own number. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Washington. Hauls it in. He's into the open down the middle. the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Maryland! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
To the air, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Motion from the back. Look out, he's got room.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Fires it incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they could break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Terrapins! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going back to the ground. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Maryland! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Smith. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Penn State!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going nowhere.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Looking for space. It's Howard. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. At the 35, he's open. Lot of room to the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to barge their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
The give on the inside. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Finds his man. Slips a tackle, and he's got And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. A strike downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Scott. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Virginia. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and getting them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Terrapins! The defense putting forward. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the back over the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Nittany Lions will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Running back searching for a hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Hunt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They kick it away on 4th down. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Gonna run it. It's Howard. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Manning. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Rides to back on the option to give. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the 1st down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to...
Touchdown, Maryland! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. The extra point here would tie the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 24 to FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Denmark. He's loose on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this 1st down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th-quarter touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll give it to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Under fire. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. 4th down, gotta have it here. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The offense coughs it up. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throwing right. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it's good. He got it. He missed earlier, but connects when it mattered the most. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're